We're going to start off by introducing ourselves. I'm Tony.
And I'm Chantel.
And we're the Tony and Tel Show. And we want to welcome you to our show, and thank you so much for doing this with us today.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Now, Thea Vidale, you have a career that spans over more than 25 years now.
Yeah.
As a comedian, what does it feel like to be able to say that you lasted that long when some people don't even last 5 years?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I embrace it and I keep going. I love doing what I do. And
right.
And did I think that I would be doing this almost 30 years? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is my destiny.
Yeah.
Right.
And I love. Don't get me wrong. I love acting.
Mhm.
But I love making people laugh.
Right.
That's my passion.
Mm-hmm.
I love to make people laugh, and it has been God's gift to me to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
So growing up, did you always want to be a comedian or actor or?
Well, my classmates tell me that that I told them. They said when they talked about what are you gonna do, I told them I was gonna be a star. So obviously, I've been one. All my life, I've been silly.
Yeah.
And I've always loved to just be clowning around. And I recently looked at my report cards in the past, and that reflected that. And I was like, boy, if you hadn't been clowning, you would have been an A student. Anyway, I've always been silly, and I enjoy it. It's I've always been a class clown all my life.
Yeah.
Marsha Warfield told me one time, she said, all your life, everyone has known who you are. And that's probably the most truest thing. And I didn't even realize it. I've always been known. So I didn't even know that I wanted to be a stand-up per se until some people took me to a club and said, this is what you was meant to do.
Yeah.
I used to wait tables at a steak and egg kitchen in Pasadena, Texas. And they used to, I don't know if you know ever heard about Pasadena, but Pasadena used to have a sign in a big billboard that said the N-word, because I don't know how far I can talk on this radio.
That's fine. It's a YouTube show. So
it's like a YouTube show. You can say how you feel.
They said, don't let the sun go down on you in Pasadena.
Yeah.
And so I was the first black in 20 years to work at this restaurant. And it was not far from the Klan building. And the Klan had a big old clubhouse, a little clubhouse, big letters, Knights of the Ku Klux Klan. And I ended up working there, not too far from there. And I knew that I was going to be dealing with racism because I've dealt with racism all my life. But what I can tell you, God is a mighty God. And, and that these redneck people took me to a comedy club and said, Miss Thea, you don't belong here. You belong telling. You are funny. You have talent. And I go, get on away from here. Yeah. And they took me to a comedy club, and it was like the lights came on. It was like the light came on. And I said, oh, my Lord. And so that next week, they asked me, was I going to get on stage? And I said, no, I was not, because I was scared. And I said, I'll come back on November the 20th. And November the 20th is my birthday.
Yeah.
So I started my career from Steak and Egg Kitchen to Pasadena, Texas, at the Comedy Showcase. And all I did was look at those white faces that brought me there and tell them what I saw. What I saw in my day-to-day working at Steak and Egg Kitchen. And they said, people, I was so nervous, I didn't even realize that everybody else around me was laughing.
Wow.
And the owner of the club said, I got a star. And I never, that word has a lot of power to me, and I do not use that word referring to myself, even though I may have felt it, because sometimes our ego get in the way of stuff. And but my mindset was, I just want to do this. And I was married with 4 children, little ones, and I can remember taking my children to the comedy club, and my youngest was running around the room, and I'm yelling at him, "Hey, did I tell you to sit down? Don't make me get off the stage and beat you. Make me beat your ass in this club. Sit down." And his little sister, his big sisters got him and was holding him. I said, "Hold him till I get through." Anyway, let me finish telling y'all what I had to say. And I thanked the audience, and then I went on with my stuff. But my children have done a lot to influence my act because I talk about them.
Yeah. Right.
I'll talk about them from when they're little to all the way to being grown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I talk about what's real to me. And if I talked about how I really deeply felt about a lot of stuff that's going on in this country, all of it wouldn't be funny.
That's right.
Because I have problems with the situation going on in this country.
Amen. Whew.
And nobody wants to talk about that because they don't think that I see. But it's my job to see. It's my job to see. And it seems like since President Obama has been in office, I must say, and I know white people are listening because they always listening. They always listen. Don't think they don't read Ebony and Jet. They do.
Yeah.
They read it. They know. Since Obama's been in office, racism has soared to a whole nother level, and it's like I'm in 1952.
Exactly.
And the world is watching. Just as I said, I was in Vegas when Obama got to be president. He was elected. I cried, but I did get on stage and I said, we have the first black president in the history of this country. And I said, I want you to know, and I'm speaking to an all-white audience, and I said, the world is watching how we are going to conduct ourselves with this man.
Exactly. Right.
We either going to be one nation under God, or they're going to see us for the racist, lying devils that they believe that we are.
Yeah.
Well, that y'all are, because we don't control nothing.
And they coming out, as my grandma would say, they coming out the woodwork, because everywhere they just coming out. Each week is some racism, somebody calling somebody an N-word, and it started rising.
You know what? Let me tell you something, baby. They've been calling us that behind our backs, in our face for years. And I don't know why everybody acts like Donald Sterling. That's some stuff that never. Oh, they all are. They're all. My great-grandmother said something to me.
Yeah.
That they will never change.
No.
They will never change. They can't change. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah. It's too much to see a black man that has intelligence. It's too much.
Exactly.
That he ain't got a baby mama. It's too much. And it has had the reverse effect on black people. I don't know if black people are paying attention. You're so busy. You know, my mother, bless her heart, used to read to me Aesop's fables.
Mm-hmm.
And what she told me, the story of the two British gentlemen. And these two men were walking through the zoo. And they came upon some monkeys. And one of the Englishmen said, I bet you I can train them monkeys to act like humans.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the other one said, no, you can't. No, you can't. He said, well, let's place a bet. And the Englishman took the monkeys, dressed them up, taught them how to do the minuet.
Mm-hmm.
Monkeys was doing everything that human beings doing, having tea, had collared wigs on, dresses. He had trained the monkeys to be human.
Right.
And people from everywhere were coming to see the bet be collected. And the other Englishman was just about to concede that he was wrong, that he could train the monkeys. And I'll be damned if somebody didn't throw a peanut up there, and them monkeys started turning into monkeys. And let me tell you, sometimes I look at black folk and I wonder, are we noble, or are we just a bunch of monkeys who like shiny stuff?
Yeah.
Because we love to talk about it. You watch any rap video, all they do is talk about what I got, how much money I got, how much bling I got. There's something wrong when all you can talk about is the things you got.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay? It's something wrong when I'm a bitch and I gave you life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's something wrong with us because now we are right. I said this to someone else in the interview not too long ago. I said, if Martin Luther King raised himself if God raised him from the grave and P. Diddy was having a party, black folk would go see P. Diddy's party instead of go hear what Martin had to say.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I
we
think
are
that's
shallow. We are becoming more and more and more shallow, and it's scaring me because what does that say? This is and please know, this is a white man's trick.
Yeah.
This is a white man's trick. We ain't been the same since the 70s when they let us work at the post office. Black folk we didn't lost our mind. When they found out they could lease a Benz, black folk lost their mind.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And so when I look at young black women and I see them dressing provocatively at the age of 12 and 13, since when does a 12-year-old need to be sexy? And why does your mama think it's okay?
Exactly.
So when I get on stage and I want to do a one-woman show and talk about from what I see in my eyes, what I see in my eyes, have we changed? No. Yeah. Nope. Is it positive? No. See, all assimilation is not a good assimilation. All integration is not all good integration.
That's right. Yep.
We forgot. I know people right now. I have an acquaintance. She used to be my best friend, but one time she said, he's too black for me.
What?
She said that. Now, one of my sons is very, very dark. And I said, I'm offended by that. And that's what's wrong with black folk now.
Yep.
That's what's wrong with us now. We're so worried about how people look at us and how much stuff we got. We forgot God. Yep. We forgot who made it all possible. It was God. Is nothing but the blood of Jesus that allowed you to get that. But it's okay for you to forget about it because, well, you got it.
Yeah. Exactly.
We so busy going, I got it, get it like I got it. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Mm-hmm.
Some people ain't got no boots.
Nope. Mm-hmm.
I worry about my people.
Yep.
I worry about how quickly we forget in this industry that I'm in about your forebears.
Right.
They forget about Shirley Hemphill. They forgot about Marshall Warfield. They forget about Just June and Simply Marvelous. You forget because you got 4, 5 new wenches talking about they the queens of comedy. How could you ever be a queen when you don't respect your predecessor?
Exactly.
We're the reason why you got to be a queen.
Yep.
You ain't no queen. Nobody does anything by themselves. Do you think Martin Luther King didn't have some respect for Marcus Garvey? Did Medgar Evers, didn't remember, don't nobody remember Medgar Evers, who laid his life on the line for us? Just Martin?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It ain't just Martin. It ain't just Malcolm. It's a bunch of people.
That's right. It took a whole heap of people to start the civil rights movement.
Exactly.
And to even get a little type of progress with the segregation and racism.
And racism is just as rampant as it ever was.
Yep.
And nobody tells the truth about it. White folk, they just disguise it with civility.
Yep.
When we're not teaching our children, you know what the Jews do? They teach their children from birth about the Holocaust. They teach their children from birth about the history of Israel. They teach their children. Where are the black people that's teaching their children? Because they go to private school with some white children. You live in the suburbs now. You didn't came up on the, you know everything. They need to know because their children are being surprised. Their children, black children, are finding themselves surprised.
That's right.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Black children are out here going to school with white children, and they are finding themselves surprised that white folk don't think of them as a human being.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly.
So don't tell me that we've evolved because we got a black president. We haven't evolved. We are seeing how white people really feel about us.
Yeah, exactly.
Every place the black man has fought a war, it had nothing to do with us. And when black people, when white people say, well, black people can be racist too, I beg to differ. Racism, we are incapable of being racist. We may be bigoted, we may be prejudiced, but we can never be racist because racism is about power. And that is something that black folk do not possess. We have never possessed power in this country. We have never told white folk they can't live here. We have never told white folk you can't have that because you white. Exactly. Racism is the detouring of the dream. Black folk ain't never been able to detour a white man from his dream or objective. Amen. So, no, I don't believe that black people can be racist.
Amen. And you know what? We always want to blame and say it's the white man when we can't get a job or do this. But instead of us trying to make a way and create a way for ourselves and for other people, when we go and get something, we turn other people around just because we got around the white folks.
You know what? Our families are disintegrating. A black family is disintegrating. And it is disintegrating, and I do blame sometimes Hollywood because they make it look so disposable and so easy. It's not easy. There are black women out here raising children by themselves.
That's right.
And as I see black women, young black women with all these children with random daddies, it breaks my heart because I know why it is.
Yeah.
See, I understand black woman. Black woman wants a black man, and black woman wants to be loved.
Yeah.
And in that quiet desperation, And the most foolish move you can do is make a child with a man that does not have any intention of staying with you.
Exactly.
It is our cross to bear. Every time a black man leaves his family, leaves his children, and abandons them, Jesus must cry tears.
Yeah.
I believe that in my heart, because you know what? The most mighty man on the earth that first was on this earth was a black man.
Mm-hmm.
And yet and still, black men do not know who they really are.
Nope.
They are lost. They're distracted. They don't know what to do. There is a hopelessness in our community. Criminals are looked up to more than a guy that's got a college education. There's something wrong.
Yes. I don't understand that one.
Because criminals make money.
Yeah,
criminals
somebody
make
get out
money.
of jail. Somebody get out of jail. They throw a master blaster jam party, but a black man graduating from college or getting accepted to college, you never hear about it.
And you know what? That's what we should be bragging about.
Exactly.
We should be bragging about. There used statistics once said 3/4 of the prison population is black male.
Yeah.
Our brothers are sitting in jail. Some of them been set up. Some of them are guilty. Some of them are sick.
Yeah.
Some of them are sick. Some of them gay, but they still are brothers. I blame.
And some of them did some of the stupidest things, like, sell drugs in the neighborhood. That's what, when you don't have fathers in the household, you're being raised by the streets. That's what young boys go to. And unfortunately, they get in trouble.
You know what? It's hard to say no to $1,000 a week. And all I got to do is stand on the corner. But you have to understand, that drug was put here in our neighborhood by somebody.
That's
somebody who has something to win. See, you know what? You would never put drugs in a neighborhood if you didn't fear. If you didn't fear, that's a sign of fear. You fear me. You fear me because you know greatness is in me. You can't understand how black folk can survive. Any race that can survive. You can talk about the Holocaust, but more people died on slave ships than did the Holocaust. Okay? I look at people and I say, you know what? Black men used to stand where Mexicans are standing right now.
Yep.
May I suggest some of you black men stand where the Mexicans are standing?
Okay.
Because a real man will do. It's not enough James Evans out here. You know James Evans from
That's right.
We need more James Evanses. We don't have that.
That's right.
We don't have that, and it's sad. It's sad, and I look at it, and I'm not as famous as I would like to be.
Yeah.
Because I would start a platform and say, can we talk truth about race? Can we talk truth about it? Can we talk about my people? Can we talk honestly about my people? For every great one, there's 10 slipping through the cracks.
Yeah.
We need to figure out what we can do about this. And if I had the means and to do it, I would. I'm tired of women getting beat up while they're pregnant and being killed. I'm tired of young women not knowing their worth. You're worth more than your body. You're worth more than your body, your shapely body. Your beauty should come not just from the outside, but from within.
Yeah.
I don't understand my people, and I know what they want, and I know how they see, and I know that's my phone ringing. I know that's my phone ringing, and I look at them and I say, "Oh my babies, oh my babies."
Yeah.
I look at how much money you have, and you still not happy.
Nope.
And in Hollywood, there's too much foolishness. I really feel like it's a lot of foolishness, and I feel like I needed to go home to take care of my mother, but I left it. And historically in the game of comedy, I'm the first black woman from the ranks of Standup to get a TV show in her own name. I'm the first black woman, and yet and still, I watch and I wait.
Yeah.
And I always believe that God has something for me to do and has something for me to say. And I want to tell. I want to get on the stage of BET and remember black folk need to remember that God. Don't forget God. I know white people say, why do black folk always thank God? Because before there was any of this glory that you thrusting up on me, there was nothing but God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When I was hungry and somebody gave me something to eat, that was God. And I think it's so easy for us to forget. To say thank you. Say thank you.
Yeah.
Even if you just say, God don't have to hear all your fanfare. God will be just pleased with thank you. Thank you, Father.
Yep.
And
what were some difficulties? I want to ask you, what were some, because you the first black woman to have the TV show in your own name. What were some difficulties you had in the acting business? Because, sometimes we watch TV, we just see it and we laugh and we think it's funny, but we don't see the hard work or the trials and tribulations that goes on backstage and what comes with that fame and television.
The backstabbing and the way they make you feel. This is how I realized that the way they make you feel, like you can do no wrong, and that's you start being surrounded by yes men.
Okay.
And the backstabbing from your own people.
Wow.
Hurts your heart. It hurts your heart. The betrayal are endless.
Yeah.
How white people, I had to beg for a black writer. They said there weren't any. I said, well, find one. Go to South Central. There's somebody got a dream.
Yeah.
That I had to beg for a Mexican actor. They acted like they couldn't find one. I said, go to East LA. There's somebody at the bus stop got a dream.
Yeah.
Okay? You sit up and you lie and you say that there's no black, there's no Mexican this, there's no black that. It's all of that. It's the race. It was the way they fight, the way you argue in Hollywood. I wasn't prepared for. And when you have a dinner party, they say, we come to dinner. I'm doing an interview. The thing of it is, they come to dinner. They bring me a bottle of perfume, and I bring them a bottle of liquor, and that's how we argue and we discuss it calmly. But in the whole time, I'm thinking about punching you in your face. It's respectful.
Yeah.
There was a lot of things that I wasn't prepared for. I wasn't prepared for children to be considered equal to an adult. I wasn't prepared for that. It hurt my feelings because I'm a person that don't think children are equal. If children were equal to adults, they would be adults. And you'll never be equal to your you'll never be equal to your mother.
Nope.
Okay. You'll never be equal to your mother because she gave you life.
Exactly.
And that's not possible. So that in itself was an illuminating thing to me. But
so would you say go ahead.
So I look at it like this. I look at it as a very strange thing to have children that make 10 and 8,000. And you consider them an equal. And to hear parents say, "Well, I'm only going to have them for 4 more years, and then they're going to be grown." That's not the answer that you expect a parent to say to you.
Exactly right.
And it's okay. I just thought that was weird to me, and so it was a lot of things behind the scenes that went on, and I'm grateful to God that it wasn't in the Inquirer, because I'm not one to put my business in the street. But I look back on that and I go, okay. I look at it. I look at it on that it's very, very weird that children are considered equals because they make more money than their parents.
Yeah, exactly. So you did the TV show. It only lasted for 1 season, but do you feel your overall experience with it was a good experience?
I feel like I wish I could have done more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel any way inferior. I feel like I broke some ground. I hope I did. I hope I made them feel good about themselves as Black women that are out here by themselves trying to do the damn thing, and not not feel so alone. A lot of children have watched me, and they said that they felt that they were looking at their own mothers, and they felt blessed, and that I reminded them of their grandmothers and their aunts and everything. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate that, and I love that. And I would love to do another family show about a mother that got grown children, because, there's a lot of grown children that don't live with their parents, and it's like, it seems like the children want to come home. And I think it's because they're not made of sturdy stock. Exactly. And I think every parent, we have made a mistake in giving our children too much.
Yeah, that's right.
We talked about what our parents didn't give us, and what we forgot is our parents gave us a sense of God, a sense of fair play, taught us right from wrong, taught us how to be humble. I think our parents have forgotten. Our children, we forgot to teach what our parents did teach us. What they didn't give us, what they weren't able to give us, they gave us so much more because we had imagination. These children have too much. They don't know how to go outside and play. They don't know how to laugh. They don't know how to giggle and have imagination. They just get on computers and stuff and tweet and twit and argue on the computer about what. I don't know how you fight on Facebook. When I was young, you met me on the corner and we tossed it up there. Yeah, these children, our parents, taught us to stand up on our own 2 feet and don't come home running from folks. And these children are killing themselves because somebody called them a name, and they don't know how to stand up for themselves. I ain't gonna lie, I got 3 fighters, and it was. I ain't gonna tell you my children is perfect because they're not. Because my children will fight you about 2 of my children will fight you about a banana peel. You say something to my children, they will fight you. They're not scared to fight. These children nowadays, they snapping like rubber bands. When did you ever hear children got high blood pressure and diabetes? Our children are frail by comparison to us.
Yep. Children
don't have no marks on their bodies because they never fell out of a tree or scraped their knees. I mean, my cousin jumped off the roof because he thought he was Superman. And I yelled out, Superman is white. And that's a sheet. That's not going to work. I mean, these children, they got too much, and they have no adventures. All they have is criminality and spoiled entitlement.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to hear about getting a job. They don't want to hear that.
That's right. That's right.
Get a job.
Everybody want the kid's life. Everybody want it quick, so fast.
Let me tell you something. Children are allowed. My own children have been spoiled unmercifully. They've been spoiled unmercifully. But my children are no different from your children. I tell people all the time, if you got a grown child, I do jokes about it all the time. My daughter talking about, do you have $185? I said, yes, I do, and I hung up. He called me back and said, did you just hang up on me? I said, yes, I did. Click. I think that you know, if your children are still, it's okay. I will say this. I'll give leeway to girls. Biblically, your daughters don't have to leave the house till they marry.
Yeah.
Okay? But your son, they got to get the hell out. The reason why is because you're supposed to be a man. You can't be a man and bring a girl at my house. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Where you a man at? Where you a man at? My sons don't live with me. They live with their women, and my sons are married.
Yeah, that's how my brother is. You know, me and my sister still live with home, but
get married.
Yep.
Get married and support your wife and children, and do what you can do. And you know, I talk to my sons, and I tell them, I say, you know, you must never hit a woman. You know, women talk noise, and you know, a lot of women didn't grow up with daddies, so they don't know how it is to have a man in their house.
Exactly.
That's right.
They don't know how to treat a man. They don't know how to act with a man because they ain't never had a man in their house.
Sure.
I had a man. Did you know your daddy? Yeah, he was at the breakfast table every morning. I see him every day. Hello?
Hello, yeah.
You know, I mean, my children, it's an oddity to have children that all have the same father. When did that become normal?
Exactly.
I had somebody yell out on stage. I was in Philadelphia tomorrow. How many baby daddies? I got 4 children. How many baby daddies? I said 1.
Wow.
I said that my mama was married before she had me, and my grandmama was married before she had her. I said that my great-grandmother was married before she had my grandmother. I said there's an order to life.
Yep.
And you need to get with it. We're not stupid.
That's right.
All of us ain't doing the same thing.
Nope. That's right.
And that's that was a hard thing. I think in Hollywood they depict us so ugly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They depict us so ugly. We're a bunch of breeders. That's what we are, a bunch of breeders. So when you when you have to be prepared to deal with white people's ideology about who black people really are in Hollywood. They don't know us.
Yep.
They just do a drive-by of us. That's all they do. That's what I learned. They don't know us, and they don't really want to get to know us. They think it's just about them. How could that be?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
How could that
well, you know, since you say about the fathers, you know, since you did the show, on the show there was no father. So do you regret, you know, that type of situation?
Well, I deliberately made sure everybody knew my husband had died.
Right.
Yeah.
That he had never left them. They all had the same father. And that he had died. That God saw fit to take him home.
Right.
Okay. I don't regret not having a father. I explained why their father had died.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's that. I wanted that. They said, well, we want you to do you want. I said, no, I'm not having no baby daddies. I'm having a husband who passed.
Yeah. Right.
And because children need to know that their father did love them, but he just died.
Right.
I was a widow. So I don't regret not having a father. The next show I do I want a father? Yes, I do. And I want him to be as crazy as I am. Because I think it's funny. I think mothers and fathers lay in the bed and talk and say, did you hear that lie he told? Ooh, that was a weak lie. That was one of the weakest lies I ever heard. I know my mother and father used to lay in the bed and talk about us.
Yep. Especially for grown kids.
Especially that was a pitiful lie. That was pitiful. That was pitiful. And I said, I told my husband one time, I said, that was so pitiful. That lie was just pitiful. I just almost want him to go back home and go back in the room and write it out. Write your lie out.
Yeah. That's something my mom always told me. She say, you can't trick a tricker. Everything you trying to do or trying to slide it high, I done did it before and I done seen it before you. So when you come to me, I already know what you're talking about.
I used to tell them, say, your lies are so weak. I just feel bad for you. I mean, you just lie so pitiful. I tell my children, I say, now that's a lie. I know that's a lie. That's you just lie. Oh, Jesus, how do you lie like that? You want to work on it and come back?
Exactly.
Do you want to work on that lie, or you just going to stand with that lie? Because that's a bad lie.
Exactly. Yeah, I can tell you, because I remember on the show when you used to tell your kids on the show about telling the lies.
Yeah.
I know, just why would you lie so? And as a child, I've met people who think their children don't lie. Oh, yes, they do. Did you lie?
Yes,
Did you lie? I tell people all the time, I said, the Bible says we were born in iniquity. I said, you know what iniquity is? Iniquity is sin on top of sin. Now, you want to go back to your child don't lie?
Exactly.
You believe everything. If you believe everything your child says, you are a fool.
Yep.
Because they will lie about stuff that they don't have no business lying about. Like I was molested, you wasn't molested. Stop lying. We had to get a dog. We had to put a pork chop around your neck to get the dog to play with you. Stop lying. Ain't nobody molested you. You just said that because somebody told you could say that, and then everybody would get in trouble.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not gonna say no names, but a girl once told me that the hairdresser had came on to them, and I said to myself, which is my natural. I was on a show, not my show necessarily. I said a show, and the child said so and so did something, and so when it came to me, I said, well, we got to do what we got to do. But then later on, I watched that same child, and she was sitting on grown men's laps. Okay? So how molested was you?
Right.
Yep.
How molested? You did that because you wanted attention.
Exactly.
And you knew how to get it. And I feel, and to this day, I see that man, and I saw that man in Hollywood. And I went to his salon, and I told him that I was so sorry, because I felt that was the weak. I was put in an awkward position that I could not skirt by. I could not skate by this position I was in. And I said it wasn't, he was fired. I said there was nothing I could do. There was nothing I could do. Not with a lie like that. There's nothing I can do. But I wonder to this day, does that child know that lie raped her and she was 4? Now, you and I both know if 5 men raped you, you'd be torn from stem to stern.
Yeah.
That girl grew up. But too late. The mother had ruined. She said she was going to hurt him, and she did.
Wow.
She ruined him. She ruined him. She ruined him. And to this day, I wonder, how do you sleep at night knowing what you did?
Yeah.
You lied. You lied a horrible lie.
Mm-hmm.
In the name of Jesus, you lied, and God ain't in you.
That's right.
And you ought to be ashamed of yourself, because I would have never told that lie.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And that those 5 men went to jail, went to prison. They made an example out of those black men. And they stayed in prison for 20 years of their lives. Well over 20 years. All those years on a lie.
Wow.
And I don't know what kind of woman she is, but I know one thing. I know that God gonna get you.
Yep.
And when he does, I do not want to be around.
Okay.
Okay, and see, with people, it's a catch-22. You got to believe a child when they tell you stuff. But I know that child didn't say that. I know
exactly.
Because a child would not know that 5 men rape you. Your child at that age would be dead damn near.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And the child wasn't even in the hospital.
Wow.
That's a shame.
Wow.
So, I think about things. I'm always thinking about the craziest things, but these children nowadays, they use that 800 number.
Yep.
If you beat me, I'm going to call the police on you. Well, let them come get you. Tell them to call an ambulance, too, because they're going to need an ambulance.
That's right.
Your kids ever told you that? They going to call the police on you?
One.
Are they still alive?
He's alive, but he knows that you call him. The police came, and I told him, I said my son was grown when he called the cops on me.
Oh Lord!
And I said he was playing, but he had dialed the number, and I said there's nothing going on here, because I told him, I said I will knock you in your head. You ain't that grown. You ain't never that grown.
Okay.
That's crazy to me. And I told him, I said, go ahead and call him. And he dialed 911, and then he slipped and dialed the other one, and the operator came on, and I said, well, there's nothing wrong here. He's just acting a fool, which he was. And when the cops came, they looked at my son, and I'm only like 5'3.5", 5'4", and they looked at this big 6 foot something, talking about, I said, this jackass called you accidentally. And I hit him in the head in front of the cop. I said, he makes me sick. I said, the next time I told him to stop playing with the phone. He going to call you, talking about if I hit him. I said, now I'm going to be forced to kill him. Because you just jackass. It's just, so, yes, when they were little, they never said that.
Yeah.
Because I don't play with you. I can't play with you like that, because I'll kill you. I brought you here. I will take your life.
Exactly. Okay.
Before I say, shoot, I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
But I think other people say you shouldn't hit your children. Yes, you should.
Yeah.
Yes, you should hit them. The Bible says, spare the rod and spoil the child.
That's right. Exactly.
That's right. Now, that's why I say knock them out. Knock them out. Knock them out.
That's what we did like a little video and we had got in an argument with some guys on YouTube, because we agreed with a girl. She was like 13.
Yeah.
She's 13 in our neighborhood, and she went missing for 3 days. And her uncle caught her in the neighborhood, and he whooped her with a belt. And everybody said, oh, call the police on him. It's abuse, and it's this. I didn't agree with uploading the whooping, but I was like, sometimes these little young girls, whether she could have been raped, she went over to friend's house being grown.
Oh, see, she could have called and said where she was.
No.
Exactly. No, she went missing for 3 days, and then when they found her, she had like some little, dress cutting all up to the thighs and walking around like she was grown out here with boys.
Oh, but see, that's what everybody should have been outside cheering him on.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But some people are so sensitive, and like you say, the world today is so different than it was before. And so now everybody thinks that's abuse.
And so you know what? You go ahead and call him, and I'm gonna tell you why she got beat.
Exactly.
Because she's stupid.
Exactly.
And she's playing me stupid. And
exactly.
One of us got the lead.
Okay.
One of us,
exactly.
It can't be all of us be the boss. And if she want to be out on the streets, now I'm telling you what, you want to be out in the streets and running the game and doing what you want to do, I'm going to put you out.
Yep, that's right.
I'll put you out, and you do what you do. And
exactly.
You see, and don't come back here. Don't come back here because you grown.
Exactly.
You grown. You want to be grown? Let me tell you what's going to happen. Some man going to have you on the corner.
Exactly.
And beating you.
Yeah, that's right.
And you'll be mad. Tell me, I wish I'd have took that ass whooping.
Exactly.
I should have stayed at home.
Yep.
Don't nobody love you but your family.
Sure don't. That's right.
And I don't know where they get this. You can call this number and we'll take care of you. They're gonna put you in the system. That's what's gonna happen.
They sure live.
And what's gonna happen after that is you probably are gonna get raped.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen when you're on the streets and you're 13, but you're 13 looking like you're 30. Some of these men out here, they don't care. They rape you and do what they want to do with you and go on to the next.
And you don't want to listen to me.
Exactly. Okay.
Hard-headed.
You paying the bills. Yep, you paying the bills. You put food in their mouth, shelter on their body, but they want to suck their teeth and cuss at you and want to be with the friends in the streets. Okay, go.
No, you know what? Go ahead on.
Yeah.
See how long Shamika's mama let you stay.
Exactly. They need some of Tia Terrell in their life. Yep.
And I just look at them and I go, you know what? Don't nobody really love you. And I tell people on stage when I do the family shows, I say, let's get something straight. Don't nobody love you but your mom and your daddy and your grandma and grandpa.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the only ones that love you. And in life, if you're lucky, you might have one true friend, maybe two pushing.
Yeah.
You the rest of them, they're speculative.
Yeah.
But you sitting up here believing the hype. And that's what I tell my daughters. Don't believe the hype. A man will tell you you're beautiful until he gets in between your legs.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's lying. You ain't, for every beautiful woman, there's some man tired of sleeping with her. Get it through your head. Get it through your head.
Yeah.
And I'm just like any other mother. I worry about my daughters.
Yeah.
But you know what? I also tell them the truth.
You got to. You can't baby them. Mm-mm. You have to prepare us for this world. Yeah. Yep. And that's all you can do.
And I said, my daughter once told me, she said, Grandma got a gold card, Discover card. I said, really? She said, she's never used it. I said, really? She said, I'm gonna ask her if I can use it. I said, and when she shoots you, don't be mad.
Okay.
When mother shoots you, she didn't mean no harm. I'm just shot you.
Okay, that sounds like my great grandma. Okay.
Mama didn't mean no harm. Grandma wouldn't shoot me. I said, well, she might stab you. Depends on what. If you ask her to use that gold card, I guarantee you something bad gonna happen to you. You're gonna cry. You're gonna cry. It's gonna be some tears involved. And my mother ain't no joke. And what do you think? I said, you better not ask my mama if you could use her credit card. I'll slap the hell out of you. What's wrong with you? Because she ain't using it. This is when she was a teenager. She's not using it. I just thought, since she ain't using it, I'm gonna ask her if I could use it. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Just as like she was asking for milk. I said, come ahead and ask her. And when she knock out them 2 front teeth and shoot you, don't be mad, because she probably just going to wound you. It won't hurt bad.
No, exactly.
They're going to put some pressure on your knee when she shoots you, because you are ridiculously stupid if you think somebody going. And that's I have twin girls, and, you know, this is what I tell people. I believe, as a parent, you never stop parenting. You stop being there with mommy every minute, but you parent, and you give your children as much as you can give them. And then when they leave, and if they get down on their luck, if they get down and they need some help as a parent, you're supposed to help them.
Right,
okay?
Right.
But not every day, you know. And that's why I can hang up on my children and feel good about that. And I hang up on them and be happy.
Okay.
Exactly.
Hang up on them and be happy. And and say, you know what, I've done all I can do for you, because,
exactly.
I mean, I'll help you, but you know what you got to do.
Yep.
That's right.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You know, and if they, you know, my daughter dates this guy, I can't stand him.
Oh, no.
And
is that what keep you grounded? Your faith in your kid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, that's what keeps me grounded. Because and my family, my whole family.
Yeah.
I got crazy people in my family. Hell, what is you talking about?
I think we all do, though.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't bail on your family. You can't bail on them. I'm not talking to them. I'm mad at you for a little while, but I love you forever.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, you love them forever. You can't. Your family is your family. You
exactly.
deal with them, and your children. You can't stop talking to your children. You know. I have an associate. She don't talk to her children, and they don't talk to her. And I say, well, that's really a stupid. You need to be popular with your children. I say, I don't need to be popular. What I do need to do is have their love and respect, and they know that they can always come to their mother.
Exactly.
And tell me anything.
Right.
Exactly.
I was watching The Passion of Christ, and Mary was with Jesus every step of the way he carried that cross. Now, my feeling is this. If Mary could do that for Jesus, you mean tell me I'm not supposed to take care of my children?
Exactly.
Now, am I supposed to give them everything? Nope. And I do say no. I say no to a lot of stuff. No. No. One of my children can be so not unruly, but just mean spirited. And when something that happened to her, I say, you know, my friend said, well, my associate said, well, I wouldn't do nothing for her. I would just let her be in the gutter. I said, well, that's you. But I'm not gonna let my child be in the gutter. I'm gonna lift my hand up, because you know what? When God sees his children in the gutter, he don't leave them there. If they say, Father, help me, he helps them. So I'm supposed to be a parent, but some stuff I'm not falling for. I should. Sometimes when they tell me that, you know, Mama, no, you don't need. That's what you want.
Yeah.
And I sure feel bad for you.
Yeah.
And maybe if you pray, you'll get it, but I'm not giving it to you.
Exactly.
You know, I just got through giving my daughter some money because she behind. You know what I'm saying? You behind. You know, don't make it a habit, and I want my money back.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't get it twisted, because if you don't get my money back, you can best believe you won't get nothing else.
Exactly.
You'll be hungry, girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Know from whence it came.
That's our moms. My mom says she always prepares us as if she gonna help us, but she gonna prepare us as if one day she ain't gonna be here. And a lot of people you can't go to and say I need $200 or $300, and they just gonna hand it to you.
Exactly. Exactly.
But your mama gonna be there.
And and
But
you talk that noise, you talk all that noise. Oh,
exactly.
you's a gangster now. You's a gangster now. You's a gangster. Well, if you get in trouble and go to jail, guess what? Be a gangster.
Exactly.
If you're with a bunch of gangsters, you should be like at home now.
Exactly.
That's your play cousin now. I'm not finna, I don't want to hear it because you didn't have to.
Yeah.
That's what I tell people. Don't think your children won't try you, because they will try you. And they will in situations and lie about it, and then look at you like, help me. I didn't help you do it.
Yeah.
Don't be bad. No.
Exactly.
That's not what I taught you. I didn't teach you that. You did that of your own volition. So that's, want children to do stuff of their own volition. You have to let them be there in a mess. And I'll let you stay. I don't care. You say, you don't want to get your child out of jail? Nope.
He gonna learn.
That way I know where he is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, when people talk crazy, I say, if your child goes, oh, my child, my girlfriend, my child in jail, oh, I got to get him out. It's like, well, what did he do?
Exactly.
And I said, was he with some wrong people? Yeah, he was with some wrong people. I said, yeah, well, you know what? You play hard, be hard.
Exactly. That's right.
They talking about they're going to give him 6 months in jail in the county. Well, see, 6 months, you know where he is.
Okay.
And I'm not don't take no collect calls neither, because they add up on your phone bill. You let them call one time, once a week. Okay. Just let me know you're all right. That's it. That's all. That's all I want to hear. You're all right. That's it. I gotta go. Yeah. My girlfriend said, "How could? You sure?" I said, "I'm sure." That boy ain't been back to jail since.
That's right.
It's hard. It's hard out here. Yeah. It's hard for women, period, because everything is on the woman. Everything is the mother. Yep. It needs to be more fathers out here.
Yeah. That's right.
I was lucky. My children are lucky. They have their father, but this is crazy as a baboon. So.
Yep. Well, speaking of mamas, you also played Shelton Benjamin mama on WWE. What was that experience like?
It was fun. I liked it. I never got to beat on that many white men and not go to jail. I
know I seen your show. I was like, that's Thea.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. And it was fabulous. I loved it. I would do it again. Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. Well, going back to your show, Brandy played your daughter on the show.
Right.
And, then your show was canceled because of the ratings, but then she later on she started her own show later on down the line.
Right.
So did you feel, a certain kind of way, that she got a show and then it went successful?
No, I didn't feel any kind of way. I felt God blessed her, and what's for her is for her.
Right.
I didn't feel anything, no animosity like that, because I can't let myself go there.
Yeah, right.
I can't let myself go there because that is too heavy.
Yeah.
It's too heavy. As a human being, I'm not so noble, but it's just that, once I realized that, she got successful and she had a TV show and everything else and her music and stuff, I realized that was God's will, and there's nothing I could do about that. And another thing is, even though Sonya liked to throw rocks at me, it's okay, because when you throw rocks at somebody, make sure that you know that God ain't no joke,
Exactly.
I don't sweat. I can't sweat Brandy and my mother. I can't sweat them, because I'm going to say what I'm going to say, and I'm not fearful.
Exactly.
I'm happy for her, but even though everything that it seems happy, it isn't happy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of stuff went on that show behind the scenes.
Exactly.
And people would come and tell me, and I say, well, there's nothing I can do about that. You know, Brandy ended up banning her mother from the set and stuff. You know, who bans their mother? You know, who does that? But you know what? I play my hand.
That's right.
Okay, I play my hand. And just because somebody is more successful does not make me less than. And that's
exactly.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna ask you, what does it mean to you to be a comedian?
It means joy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It means when I stand on stage and I get that first laugh, it is everything. It just is a joyful thing when they laugh and they get it. They get what I'm telling them, and they're into what I'm doing. It makes me happy.
Right.
It makes me happy. And my favorite song is Happy.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoy when people laugh and they say she's crazy and you were funny and you were fabulous and you were everything that they said you were. And I embrace it and thank God for it.
All right.
Yeah.
So what do you think is next for you in your career?
Well, hopefully I can get to do a one-woman show.
Mm-hmm.
And I still think that there is I do a little bit of film work from time to time. I was in a horror movie with Eric Roberts and Robert Loggia, and that was fun. And I still want to act a little bit. I still want to act, and I still want to tell jokes. I still want to tour. So that's what I'm doing, and I thank God. This is the first time I've had some time off in a long time, and I get to be with my grandchildren and stuff, and see them be destructive, and send them back to their father and mother so that they could be, miserable. And because grandma got snacks, you know what I'm saying? Grandma got snacks. Grandma be having snacks, and they like to come over here and eat like a horde of locusts, and I get mad at them, and I say, now it's time for you to go home now. Bye. And Grandma, love you. Bye. So I just still love making people laugh.
Yeah.
All right.
And any way I can do that, I will.
Yeah. What is something you can say about yourself that the world may not know?
I tend to I read a lot. I read a lot of James Patterson and Jeffrey Devers, and I just now started reading love stories.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I read 50 Shades of Grey, and good Lord, honey, that was something to see. And that book was something else, honey. I read it all three of them 2 times. Anyway, I would say that I am an incurable romantic.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I'm an incurable romantic, and I actually blush, and I get shy around. If I'm involved with someone, I get very shy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I get like a teenage girl. I still giggle, you know.
Yeah.
And so I still believe in love and romance and holding hands and kissing and stuff. I like that. I'm mushy. I'm real mushy. I'm real mushy, and a lot of people wouldn't believe that because I talk so hard and rough.
Yeah.
I am a mushy person. And I get the giggles, and I like, one of my favorite movies is Gone with the Wind.
Oh, wow, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. I like old movies, and I like to lay in the bed and watch a lot of movies, and just maybe have a glass of wine, and just just like to lay up with somebody and just watch movies on TV and just giggle. I'm really an incurable romantic.
Yeah.
For all the hard talk and stuff, I'm incurably romantic. And I still believe in romance.
Okay.
And I'm still waiting for my Prince Charming. Because my ex-husband and I, when we got divorced, he broke my heart so bad I tried to join the Klan. I swear to God, he just, it was just horrible. It was just, I really do want to be remarried.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would they be?
God-fearing.
Mhm.
Sensitive.
Mhm.
Oh goodness, what's the last word? I'm just loving.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very loving and loud. I'm loud. I'm silly. I'm really silly though.
Yeah. What advice would you give a young comedian wanting to start out in the game, knowing what you know in this business, or young actor? What advice would you give somebody just starting out or want to get into this business?
Don't trust nobody.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't trust nobody but God and yourself.
Yeah.
And don't let people lead you down the alley and not tell you that the truth. The truth is that you want to be loving and kind, but have a rough exterior, and don't sign nothing. Get you your own lawyer to look over stuff. Make people prove their worth to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't believe an agent or a manager and just sign with them because they said they can do something. Make them prove it. Prove it. That's because 15% is a lot to give somebody just so you can say you got a manager.
Exactly.
And when you do sign, check on them. Check on them and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. Because sometimes they lazy and they don't want to do what they're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And be mindful that the people that you say believe love you, some of them are going to be jealous of you. It doesn't matter how hard you struggle to get where you get. They're going to be jealous. You don't change. The people around you change.
That's right.
Their attitude changes about you, their perception of you. So you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Don't trust that. And you stand firm in your belief. Don't waver. But remember, if you're a snake, snakes will come for you. And Hollywood's full of them. And you're an amateur. You're an amateur. Yep. And don't forget, for everything that you get, don't forget God gave it to you. God happened. Don't let them trick you into going to Scientology and stuff like that.
Yep.
Don't do that, you know. So that's what I can tell you.
Yeah.
So that's the advice I would give.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's all we have for you today, and we want to thank you so much for doing this with us and taking out of your day to do this with us.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, no problem.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay, you too, baby.
All right, bye-bye.